Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil and it's time to talk person of interest. And last week we kicked off season 2 with a really fun episode. We had our perhaps most annoying yet entertaining person of interest of the week. Ken Leung's always great. I hope he comes back at some point during the series, even if it's just for a single episode. But the bigger story, of course, is that Root has Finch, and Reese is figuring out how the machine operates on his own, and he's taking care of a number by himself. But the primary concern, obviously, is getting Finch back. Of course, the machine needed a little bit of persuading there to help find Finch. The machine doesn't play favorites, but we brought it around, hopefully. In any case, I'm really excited to see where this goes. We need to get the team back together. How long will Root have Finch? It's great to learn more about Root and what her intentions are. And she's not evil per se, but she definitely does sort of want to free the machine. She doesn't want the government to control it. To what ends exactly? Who knows? But she may not be evil per se, but she's definitely an antagonist, and she's definitely more ruthless than Finch would condone, for instance. Nevertheless, let's see how this all shakes out, shall we? This is episode 2 of season 2, and it's called Bad Code.
I think I found out where she's from. Pack your bags, Carter.
We're going to Texas.
We're going to Texas.
1991.
911, what is your emergency?
It's about Hannah, the girl who's gone missing.
Hannah.
14-year-old Hannah Frye walks out of the public library in Bishop, Texas, never to be seen again.
That girl became Root, and now she's got Finch.
Where are we on the Corwin mess?
Consider the chain of custody broken.
Not telling what kind of smoking gun that nut job left lying around.
I wouldn't sweat that too much. Not exactly New York's finest worker on this one.
Oh, Fusco's moment to shine.
So, what exactly are the sleeping arrangements?
The bathtub will. The floor will be fine.
What's the suspect's name?
Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to share names. Still a developing case. I'd really just like to have a look at Hannah's case file.
Well, I hope you enjoy your stay here in Bishop.
Is that what I think it is? I don't know what you just did, but this...
She's still out there, Carter. I'm telling you, that girl became Root.
Okay. I don't think we're doubting that. We're just figuring out why.
Amazing.
We've managed to perfect the apple, and yet we still haven't upgraded human beings. And from what I've seen, most of it is rotten to the core. I don't want to control your machine.
Then why are we here?
To observe another kind of code. The bad code.
You don't know anything about me.
Oh, but I do, Harold. You're the man who sold the world. Just to the wrong people. One of you will walk out of here onto the next stage of our adventure. I do hope it's you, Harold.
Well, it's gonna be, obviously.
Hannah was a bright girl, mostly kept to herself. She was at the computers over there.
Oregon Trail. Dysentery.
I see you found the new Stephen King. I really enjoyed the last one.
All right. He's relevant. These other kids are relevant.
Damn it. Death by dysentery again.
Frickin'
That
dysentery.
game's so dumb, Hannah. I don't see why you play it.
This kid in particular.
Hey.
Hannah checked out a couple of books,
We never read Flowers for Algernon.
and then she was gone.
Everyone in town knows what happened.
Cody Grayson?
It wasn't the first time he followed her home, but they can't prove a damn thing without a body. Smirking son of a bitch said he never touched her. Said she probably ran to escape her jerk of a father. Credit card junk mail a couple of times a year.
You got one of those letters?
But probably still in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
Someone really wants this to go away. You find that person, maybe you'll get some answers.
Hello, Cody. I know you. You knew someone I'm looking for.
City boy!
Oh, did we need to wreck the bar? It wasn't the bar's fault.
Where is she?
If I knew, maybe I'd still be able to see out of this eye.
You didn't do it.
I could have told you that. Discovered a bank account open in her name back in '93. So either Hannah's communicating from beyond the grave or...
She's still alive.
Makes sense.
Another hour in that hood, and he'll believe anything I say. Amazing how easily the human brain can be manipulated.
Water.
Nope.
Sorry, not allowed.
What happened to you?
Me? You think I was damaged? Some childhood trauma?
She wants to get to Oregon.
Water.
Nope.
Please.
Nope.
And since you just drank half a pint of sodium pentothal, that gives me time to go gas up the car. By the time I get back,
True serum.
you'll be ready to spill everything in
Excellent.
your little head.
A, that wasn't half a liter, and B, it wasn't all sodium pentothal.
You have to help me get free. We have a major problem.
She cannot get access to the machine.
$100,000. Where does a 16-year-old runaway get all that money?
She hacked the bank.
Jose Barria, currently serving 17 life sentences. The money was electronically transferred out of his account. There was a co-signatory on the account, guy named Trent Russell. In the library that night, she disappeared.
The guy at the counter?
Still got that address?
The older guy?
Mrs. Russell, it's Detective Carter. Is your husband at home?
Oh.
Trent Russell is your husband?
Trent passed away almost 15 years ago.
Oh.
Oh,
We met at the library. Trent was a member of the monthly book club. Police said it looked like a drug killing, some trash from over the border, but never caught them.
Because
he signed for a bank account in her name 2 years after she disappeared.
You need to leave now. Carter.
those are that's the
witness who saw Hannah get into the car. There was a license plate.
925 EFK.
I think I saw her get into a car outside the library.
925 ESK.
Caller got one digit wrong.
Or the operator did.
Are we saying this is the car?
Trent Russell kidnapped Hannah Frye.
She got her revenge.
How can you say that?
Maybe it
Because
wasn't
of the
kidnapping.
bank account in Russell's name. It's how Root works. She set him up. We need to search that house.
We need to call the sheriff. We need to handle this the right way, John.
I don't think it was a kidnapping, though.
I know you're reluctant to trust me. You don't know me.
Oh, I do know who you are, Mr. Weeks. You tried to hack the machine.
If you don't help me get free, we will lose the machine.
What can I do?
I'd rather Root win than this guy, frankly. But
Stop it! Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill her. At least not until I found out what she knows.
right? We don't like this guy.
I want to know what you know.
Yeah. We don't like this guy. Isn't it better if everyone who knows about the machine dies? More flowers
John.
for Algernon.
They just come
They come.
every year on the same date.
Can she get to it? I need to know if it's safe. You are the one man who can tell me.
It cannot be altered remotely.
If anyone wanted to change anything, they'd have to have
Root access.
physical access to the servers.
That's right.
So, if the location is hidden, the machine is safe.
Where is it? It's 10 days by train from Iowa.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
What did I say, Harold? Bad code.
It's time for a rematch. Don't think you're gonna sucker punch me again.
Why do they have I mean, I guess hunters have laptops too, but it's just a weird thing to have on a tailgate in a motel parking lot.
925 EFK.
It goes on. The girl was asked but wouldn't give her name.
It's Hannah. Hannah made that phone call.
It's Sam Groves. She is in the library that night with Hannah.
Okay.
Hannah looked out for her.
Damn it.
Freaking
Death by
dysentery.
dysentery again. I don't see why you play it. Because I'm gonna get to Oregon.
How do you know?
God, she told me the same thing. And then I told her to keep her lying little mouth shut. I couldn't believe he'd do such a thing.
What do you believe now?
They redid it. 2 weeks after Hannah disappeared.
Account name was Von Neumann.
Another math name.
We need to get our stuff.
Police business.
Whoa, we're good.
So who's buried if it's not Hannah/Root? It's her backpack.
Same book.
But it's like he helped.
Gas station in Relton, Maryland. About 3 hours ago.
Okay, we're honing in on Finch.
You let him beat you up, take your gun, you plan the whole thing.
But you must see, I'm on your side.
I'm not on any side.
I am the best friend, the best support, the best partner you will ever have.
I'd rather die than give you the machine, so please kill me now. At least I won't have to listen to you anymore.
Don't antagonize her, man.
Hannah's Root. She's alive and I know where she is.
She's not Hannah. Hannah's in the ground, John.
Hannah died.
She's dead.
It's the blonde girl.
She never did get away from Russell.
Who sent the books? Got Russell killed.
Sam Groves. She was Hannah's friend. She told Barb, called 911, but nobody will listen.
I know where she is. I'm going after her.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Interesting twist. Yeah, she's just gonna make it to Oregon. Boom. That's why it's a stupid game. So it was Root that called and made the call. But not the way I figured it. So that guy was a murderer. And probably worse.
I apologize, but I need you to be a little more
passive.
Amenable. Seems I underestimated your knuckle-dragging friend. Did the machine help him, do you think? I hope you like trains.
I'm really digging her. Oh. What are we doing with our cufflinks? Are we gonna breadcrumb it?
Where's the machine?
Do you still have the pentothal?
I'm telling you, I don't know.
He honestly doesn't know where it is.
Started in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Then was transferred to Union Pacific Railway, bound for Salt Lake City. And that's all I know.
That's a start.
Iowa to Salt
You
Lake
have
City's
no idea
2
what
days
you're
max, I
getting
figure. So where'd it go from there? Yeah.
Harold, did you think I'd forget to disconnect the phones? Off we go.
And we plant the second cufflink
Can
at this
I
point.
remind you of our deal? Try anything, innocent people get hurt.
But he's going to find the phone number left on the phone. It's probably not even a phone number. It might be something else. Yeah, it's not a phone number.
Tab code Finch.
Train. Station.
You like the West, Harold? Fewer people, bigger skies, more space to think.
Going to Salt Lake City. Presumably.
How did he find us?
He proves you're wrong.
He's not bad code.
I told you what would happen if you tried to get away.
Harold! And she's gone. Batman.
Don't move. Don't move.
Am I hit?
Are you hit? I don't think so. You just deflected her shot.
It took so long.
There are other people that need your help.
Well, you saved my life once or twice, Harold. Seemed only fair I return the favor.
So we got our friend with the glasses back, huh?
Yeah. Buy you a drink?
As long as it don't have egg in it.
Look at these two being buddies and both knowing about each other. I dig it.
Harold, meet Bear. Unfortunately, my apartment has a strict policy regarding dogs.
I have a strict policy regarding rare first editions, namely don't eat them.
Oh dear. Which book?
He has expensive taste.
Good Bear.
Mr. Reese.
Thank you.
I owe you a debt.
Is this a bad time, John? I wanted to thank you for finding my friend Hannah. I won't forget it. Tell Harold I'll be in touch when I'm ready.
When she's ready. Where are we?
Easy.
Is that
Standing weeks.
Yeah, that's Weeks. Okay.
Somebody got to him.
Rude. Yeah. Okay, we didn't need that confirmation. Love it. This was a great episode. I'm really loving Root. She's gonna be a great antagonist. I hope we get a bunch of her this season. Obviously, every episode isn't going to involve her, I don't think. But yeah, she's a lot of fun. And she's interesting because she's kind of got this anarchist feel, right? She doesn't want the machine to be in government hands. But what does she want? Like, she has so much admiration for Harold and his creation. What is her ultimate intention with it? That's what I'm most curious about. But I genuinely was fooled by this origin story, if you will. She wasn't Hannah Frye. She was the younger girl avenging Hannah's death. There were clues right from the beginning of the episode, and I just didn't cotton on to them. Like, you know, the fact that Hannah wasn't doing well at the video game. She kept dying of dysentery. Sometimes you have thoughts when you're watching a show, and you blame it on production, like, or okay. For instance, have you guys seen Dark? If you've seen Dark, I don't think it's a spoiler to say that there are characters at different age, the same character at different ages. And that show in particular did an incredible job of casting kids that look like they could turn into the adults that we see. Like, just it felt like they hired the same actor 30 years apart. This did not feel like that. Hannah did not feel like she was a young Root. But casting is rarely perfect, and sometimes you cast. First of all, you don't necessarily have a ton of choices when you're casting child actors. Secondly, perhaps the performance is prioritized over the look. But my first thought when we saw young Hannah was, oh, she doesn't quite look like a young Amy Acker, you know. And there was this, it was a red herring. It turns out it's this, the young 12-year-old blonde girl instead. But she was plotting Hannah's revenge for Hannah's disappearance and death right from the beginning. She made the call in to the police. She gave the license plate, which was very observant of a young kid. Not sure exactly how she got the killer to co-sign an account, but he probably didn't at all. She just used his info, sent a drug lord after him, stole from the drug lord herself. Clever stuff. But she used Hannah's ID all by computer, presumably. Like, she didn't leave this town for another 10 years from the sounds of it. Hiding in plain sight, as it were. But she was Root. Yeah, she's going to be a lot of fun, and it seems like she's intent on tracking down anyone within the government, and it's not a big list, or at least it wasn't when the machine was sold to the government. It was only 8 people, and when it was transferred to Alicia and the NSA. How many more people know about it now? We don't know, but Root's going to keep tracking them down until she finds out where it is. We got a little bit closer. What we've learned so far is it was packed onto a train in New York. In the last we had heard up to this episode was Des Moines. Then it went to Salt Lake City. But by train, that can't be more than a couple of days. And we know it was traveling for 10 days before it reached its destination. So in 8 days, like, it could be anywhere in the world. It could have been flown. It could have carried on another train. It could have ended up on a cargo ship. Like, it could be anywhere. But at the same time, I can't imagine it's outside U.S. territory. But yeah, it could be anywhere. It could be right back in Manhattan for all we know. But the only way you can hack the machine is by finding its physical location. We've planted that idea now. And Weeks wanted to do that himself. He doesn't know. He didn't even know where it was. So that information is very compartmentalized. Presumably, our guy in Washington, who's coordinating all of this, knows where it is. How many other people know? How is it camouflaged? What's it? It's got to be a secure installation somewhere. Is it on a military base pretending to be something? Like, who knows? It could be anything. It could be anywhere, and that's presumably that'll be a long-running mystery. I like the new dynamic with our team. I like that we've added a dog mascot just for fun. I really appreciate that Carter and Fusco know about each other at this point, and they can share in their secrecy. Because, oh man, that was getting frustrating towards the end of season 1. I understand why Finch and Reese did it the way they did, but I'm glad everybody knows about everybody at this point. We have a core that we can trust. I don't think we have to worry about any of that anymore. But now that we've rescued Finch, now that we are back home in New York, there's a lot of open storylines left from season 1 that we need to revisit. And I don't know whether we're going to dive right back into that immediately or whether we're going to have a few random POIs of the week first. But I'm excited to see where this season goes. We have a new baseline, and we have a huge new antagonist. But let's not forget all the antagonists from season 1 we still have. Whether it's Elias, whether it's Agent Snow and the CIA. The FBI's out there looking for Reese. So yeah, lots of stuff still up in the air, and I'm really looking forward to diving into this season. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. Thank you for spending a little bit of time here on Neil Talks today with me. Thank you for all your comments and feedback. Thank you for doing all the fun algorithm things that YouTube seems to enjoy. And until next week, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.